I actually tried creatine back in college, and then I stopped. Not because it didn't work, but because I bought into everything people say about it, that it was a gym supplement, a vanity supplement, a bulking supplement. I'd heard the hair loss rumors. That one really got my attention, especially with the dad who lost his hair young. And honestly, I didn't want creatine sitting on my shelf. I felt like it said something about me, like I cared about the wrong things, getting bigger, looking bigger, gym priorities. So I walked away from it. And what's interesting is I came back to it years later for the exact opposite reason. Not because of muscle, because of aging, brain health, recovery, and longevity. And once I actually looked at the research, I realized I had completely misunderstood what creatine actually is. Because creatine is not a muscle supplement, at least not primarily. Creatine is an energy supplement. At least I think that's the better way to understand it. So your body uses ATP for energy. That's the immediate energy currency of the body. But ATP gets used up quickly. Creatine helps recycle it. It helps restore that energy a lot faster. And that matters with muscles. But it also matters in the brain. And that's where my interest came back. When I started reading more about aging, about dementia, dementia prevention, and brain resilience, creatine kept showing up. Not because it was making people bigger, because it was helping people support energy demanding tissue. And the brain is one of the most energy demanding tissues you have. That changed everything for me because suddenly creatine wasn't about appearance, it was about preservation. And that's a completely different framework. Yes, it helps muscle. Muscle protects joints. That all matters. Muscle preserves movement. Muscle helps absorb force. And as a chiropractor, that matters a lot to me. But muscle is only a part of the story. Creatine may also help with recovery, strength preservation, and energy output, cognitive resilience, and maintaining capacity as we age. That's why it moved so high on my list. Not because I wanted to get bigger, because I wanted to hold on to what matters, and that's a very different goal. And honestly, this happens a lot in health. We reject things because of the culture around them, not because of what they actually do. Creatine got attached to gym culture, but it's much bigger than that, especially for people getting older, and especially for people recovering from injuries or anything, especially for people trying to preserve strength and brain function. And it's one of the most studied supplements we have. That matters too. A lot of supplements have hype. Creatine has actual evidence. That's a big difference. So now I take it every day, 3 to 5 grams, one scoop. It's simple, no cycling, no loading, no complicated system, just consistency. And if you're someone who's aging, recovering from injury, trying to preserve strength, or trying to protect long-term health, creatine is worth understanding, not because everybody needs it, but because a lot more people could benefit from it than realize it. Next time I'm going to break down fish oil, because for a long time, fish oil was my number one. And even now, it's still one of the broadest, most useful supplements I recommend.